Hello, Sag. Welcome to my channel. I'm going to be reading for you guys for the end of February 2020. This is for your sun, moon, or rising sign, or your Venus. This is a generalized reading, so it won't apply with everyone, or resonate with everyone, as I should say. If it doesn't, you should check your moon, your Venus, and your rising or ascendant sign for a more comprehensive overview of what you're going through. It's more detailed that way. And if this Mercury retrograde, okay, every astrologer's favorite excuse, or tarot reader, I do both. So okay, this will not always resonate. Okay, take what does, leave what doesn't. Energies are interchangeable. I am saying he and she for the sole purpose of distinguishing to whom or to which energy I'm talking about. Masculine, feminine. Not trying to offend anybody who doesn't identify with either he or she, or if they're both or whatever. Not trying to be disrespectful, just reading some cards, okay? So, this is an adult channel. If you do not like the way I read, then you can find another channel, okay? I don't give a... There will be cuss words. I'm not for everyone. I'm not everybody's cup of tea. Oh, coffee, the elixir of life. And if you're spending this evening watching this, it's because you and me both, boo, are not out on a hot date somewhere, or tearing up the sheets or rearranging them. So, 18 and up, by the way, oh, you should not. Kids, you have not had enough life experience to freaking be here listening to me, okay? Now, if you're trying to learn tarot, I'm sure there's other ways to do it. Not insight to your life. So stop trying to be an adult too soon. Be a kid. Go play, TP a house, whatever. If you don't know what TP is, Google it. You're on your phone anyways, or you wouldn't be here. So, for us adults, can't guarantee I'm gonna act like one. If you like me, fantastic. Like, share, subscribe. If you don't like the way I read, don't like the way I look, don't like the way my makeup's done, I had 0 adult supervision, by the way, so it's probably, if I look like a clown, that's probably why. Probably won't deny it. Little to no adult supervision going on here. So, I'm going to do a Celtic crossbred. Yeah. So, let's see. My favorite Sages. I love you guys. You're awesome. I'm not saying that for likes, but is it working? Just kidding. My favorite aunt. Oh, I shouldn't say that. She's a Sag. So, she knows who she is. Speaking of which, fire energy coming out for you guys. Passionate. You're wanting to take passionate action towards somebody, I'm pretty sure. Oh man, this card is so you guys. In and out. Real quick, that fiery energy. Passionate. Woo, that good, right? You know what's up. God. And the queen of the girl, boy, whoever. If this is a queen, whatever, let me read. King of Wands. This could be Sag, Leo, or Aries, right? Energy. Yeah. So this is what's crossing you. Now, this could be someone who's really, this could be at work. This could be someone you're passionate about. Oh man, 2 fire signs right here. Ooh. If this isn't you and this is someone you're looking for or watching this video for or whatever, man, ooh. Adult channel, that's all I'm gonna say. Adult channel. Some good energy though. I don't blame you. Super jealous, who's ever. Okay. In your past position, we got the Nine of Cups reversed. This could be alcoholism. This could be using drugs or alcohol so you don't have to feel the feelings, or you want to cope with something. Could be pot, that herb, that kush, I don't know. I think I had a buddy of mine who told me I wasn't allowed to say that anymore. Fuck it, whatever. Here we go. Let the shit show begin, right? So, yeah, this could be someone that is drowned in their emotions. In your past, this could have been you, okay? But we're about to pull out some more cards and we're gonna see. Now, this King of Wands did not come out in the upright. It jumped and it came like this. So, the reversal of that energy, I put it upright. That's optimistic person in me. Okay. Something could be affecting your stability, your happiness, the ultimate goal. Could be your retirement. Wow. If you guys are there, awesome. Good for you. Well earned, well deserved. So, something about your family, something about your legacy. This was in your recent past. I almost said future past. I don't know what that means. Does that cancel each other out? Okay, so maybe alcohol is affecting it. Maybe this addiction, this laziness, this lack of whatever, this flaw that somebody might have, this problem, okay, something they're dealing with or refusing to deal with, could really be affecting this Ten of Pentacles, which is, you know, your legacy, you know, what you've built, what you've worked for, family, grandkids, no grandkids, puppies, whatever it may be, right? Let me see, these jumped out, but they'll come out if they're meant to. But this King of Wands is an entrepreneur, self-starter, very empowered person. Now, if it is in the reverse, then this energy, you know, could be very manipulative, very abusive, aggressive, you know, hot-tempered, any of that, okay? So however this resonates. And that could definitely be because of the drinking. Could be affecting your home life, you know, what you're worried about. Let's see what's up in your headspace. Let's see, source. I'm trying to paint you a picture here. Try to let the cards paint you a picture. Okay, what is in Sag's headspace? Let's see, where are they at? All right. Okay. Listen, some people see this as an affair. If this is true to form in the reverse, it could very well be. Fire energy. You guys like in and out, right? Shit ain't fun when it's done to you. Just saying. Or this could be thoughts about a family situation. This could be celebration, a support group, someone that's close to you, a close group of friends, right? And since it's next to this legacy card, it could easily be something in regards to your family. Perhaps there's some type of alcoholism in your family. Because this is a card of celebration as well. I'm gonna have to get more clarity. Was there a heartbreak? Or is that your fear? Are you fearing some type of heartbreak? Some type of emotional upheaval? Because when this, you know, this could be grief, but this is you coming out of it per se. So it's on the flip side. And it's in your apprehensions. I'm sorry. Apologize. Whew, man, I missed a freaking whole spot. If your immediate future is coming out of this heartbreak, perhaps something went awry, something that was some type of grief you were dealing with. Perhaps in regards to your family over some type of addiction or addictive behavior. Now, I don't like being negative, but I'm just reading the cards, okay? So some type of some type of laziness, discord, something like that is holding, someone with a major problem is holding your family structure back. Okay, so I'm sorry, in your fierce position, you have the Knight of Swords reversed, which can suggest, you know, action, you know, in communication. Or lack of action in some form of thought or communication, some type of clarity. Let me see. Bear with me here. Student of tarot, so I'm going to get better insight on this for you guys, okay? Okay. Perhaps there was some manipulative behavior by somebody, or someone who is probably immature in their thoughts and words, maybe aggressive type of behavior. Someone that was on the warpath. And I guess you're hoping for some type of patience and balance in this situation. So this is your card, the Temperance. And this is how others view you. Perhaps they're seeing that you've got a good balance on this. I'm sorry, it wasn't in your hopes position. It's in your, I'm just fucking all kinds of shit up today. Hope this is a clear picture. I'll go back over it once we're done pulling cards, okay? So others, I guess they're seeing you in your own power, since this is Sagittarius. The Temperance card represents Sag. So I feel like you're dealing with someone that has an addiction problem. Or if this is you, you're really struggling. Maybe it's getting in the way of your finances, or, you know, your family is feeling concerned. Okay, so the Queen of Cups came out in your hopes. Wow, the King of Cups here too. Okay, so in your spread, this is something of an emotional nature, right? This is interpersonal relationship of some sort that's affecting your family or your soulmate. Now, this could be your energy. It's hot, passionate, someone has an addictive. This is very typical of twin flames. Now, I'm not a huge twin flame reader, but if this is the case, and this is who you're watching it for, then yeah, it shows a very in and out energy. It's not very stable, right? But it's passionate. I see that. Perhaps someone has an addiction. Like some people like to see this Three of Cups as like a karmic. I don't really feel like that's the case here. But it could be, right? It could be an affair. It could be, maybe that's what you're worried about, that it's an affair. Or maybe you're contemplating having, I don't want to say an affair, because if you're in separation as your twin flame, then, you know, you're free to do what you want. But with most twins, there's a sense of loyalty. So I totally get that, right? And because you don't want to feel heartbroken, you're trying to move on with this, you know, because of this person, there was a potential for heartbreak. Or you're trying to come out of this depression. Whatever this is, this grief, this loss, whatever, you're coming out of it. Or you're trying to come out of it, but you're afraid that it's going to cause some type of conflict, I guess, or some type of warpath or wrath from this individual. And I guess the outside world sees you as having a great balance of this situation, or a good holder. You look like you're holding it together really well. Now, what you're hoping for is a Queen of Cups energy, which is someone who's very compassionate, very loving, very nurturing. It's a mother figure. It's a water sign. Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Okay, this could be someone in your life, or this could be you, you know, trying to deal with the situation very compassionately. And what came out in your outcome was the Empress in the reverse. And that's lack of fertility, lack of movement, lack of a new idea, lack of abundance, or feeling like that is perhaps this problem or situation or addiction, whatever it may be, right, is holding up your ultimate happiness or preventing you from getting it. Right? That's what I'm feeling from this. And it's going to take work. It's going to take a lot of work. This is you working on something. It doesn't necessarily have to be about money. It could be about this relationship, because also the King of Cups came up. So again, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer energy. This is someone who, this man is compassionate, understanding, generous, has a good sense of his emotions, right? He might keep them in, but he's an empath, caring soul. He's a Scorpio if it's his rising sign, okay? I don't know if that helps for somebody or not. I don't know. But you have two soulmate cards. So I kind of feel like, because they're in the same suit and they're the King and the Queen. So perhaps this is what you're hoping for, right? With this King of Cups, that, you know, that all this burden is going to get put down. I mean, naturally, right? Like everyone's like, no, keep the drama going. No, but it's going to take work. I'm definitely seeing that. And the Emperor in reverse, it's just a lack of fertility of the situation at this moment. And perhaps bear with me. I'm picking up a lot of people's energy right now. Delegation, the Ten of Wands reversed. It shows a burnout. So the situation's clearly burning you out. I don't know how that gives me much clarity, but there's a lot of tens here, which is a new cycle coming. Wow, these twin flame readings are really complicated, and they're really complex, and they're like, you could tell the story, and it's like the weirdest fucking thing. It sounds like you're crazy when you're explaining it to your friends. You know what I'm saying? So bear with me as I try to tap into that energy. That's a very tough energy to tap into. Okay, so here's what I'm getting from this right here. Is that this free-spirited person, I'm guessing it's you, Sag. Like that's your character, that's your nature. And because this is where you're at in this spread, this is your current situation. I'm gonna try to clarify this because I'm sure I was all over the place. That's how I feel with the cards and with this energy. So you guys, perhaps you guys are feeling the same way. Like you don't know which way to turn or where to go or what action to take next. And I'm guessing that's a little confusing by some of the swords in the reverse position. You're like, you don't know what to say, you don't know what to do. So if y'all hear snoring, that's my beagle. Let me just show you. Out, lights out. I know I just love animals, so there you go. So back to what I was saying. Okay, right. All right, now I've got some clarity on this. Okay, so perhaps you were trying to balance a situation. There was action of some sort that needed to be taken. Someone you're passionate about, okay? Perhaps over an addiction or laziness or lack of working, perhaps, towards this relationship, okay? Trying to build the family, right? Perhaps you guys were carrying the weight of it. Now, you could either be looking for friends for support or close family members, right? Or you were worried that their lack of action or their laziness was probably because they were having an affair, right? So you've been grief-stricken for some time, trying to come out of this, right? But you're not sure what to say or do, or what next action step, what thought, because you're worried about some type of backlash, right? You could say, or warpath from this person. And you're trying to balance the situation nicely, I see. And I feel like this is twin flame because the Queen and the King of Cups came out. So this is someone, you know, you're very passionate about. This is the mother figure, right, of the zodiac, a Cancer. And then the King of Cups is another water sign. So these two upright, you know, they're the perfect couple. Like, they're a union, they're one. Now, there's fertility issues in the situation, right? A lack of growth, a lack of abundance. And it shows maybe you were working hard on this, but they weren't, okay? Trying to put down this struggle. Like you're burned out by it. Definitely. I definitely see that. And you feel like you've been left out in the cold, or something hasn't been, perhaps you were depending on this individual for money, or they were depending on you for financial security. And maybe you're thinking about going to your friends or your family for that type of support. This is heavy energy, guys. Wow, it just like hit me. Okay, but the Ace of Cups. So I see a new beginning coming for you guys. I feel like this wasn't clear for me logically, but the way this always works is it's going to resonate with someone. They're going to be like, that's my story. And I always feel like I'm losing my mind, right? Trying to interpret what Spirit wants me to say to you guys. So I do see a new beginning, a new offer of love. So that's positive. But it's once you put down this burden from this burnout and you keep working hard on your coin, or working to get back out of this depressive state or this grief or whatever your financial loss, whatever you guys just went through or feel like you're going through, a new offer of love is coming. With who? I don't know. I don't know if this is someone from your past or whatever. And it could be this twin flame, because that's what came out, right? So any other king or queen that jumps out shows would show a new person, right? Because this is the perfect couple. So I feel like this person's going to get their head out of their ass. Hope that helps. It's just like a strong, like, gut feeling. I feel like it's going to work out okay. If anybody needed to hear that, yeah, you're feeling super emotional about this. You're trying to have balance, though. You're trying to be, like, logical about the situation in general. I don't really want to keep pulling cards, because then it's just going to repeat the energy that you're going through. So, Sag, listen. There was some type of loss of money, and this was a heavy burden. It shows that you're going to come out of this. It's just postponed. Like delays, like I feel like you're carrying that baggage. You got to release that, especially if it's a twin flame journey and you're trying to attract that back. that back into that your twin back into your life. So for those that don't know how the twin flame journey works, is you meet someone, right? And I'm just going to keep this brief. They initiate something in you and they highlight your insecurities and your childhood wounds, right? You guys go into separation and there is some type of karmic situation that's holding them back. Either an addiction, either work, either someone else or something else, right? That they're focused on. But the pain is so strong, right? And I don't do a lot of twin flame readings, but I'm really feeling this strongly in yours because I'm not that type of reader. But if it comes up, like I said, I'm gonna speak to what the cards say. So there's a lot of emotion in this and a lot of passion. So it's someone you're emotional and passionate about that, you know, you're trying to build a future with, the ultimate happiness. But twin flames aren't all the romantic, right? We go through this separation, but the separation has us grow spiritually. Again, this card, Temperance. Temperance is about that. It's about finding the balance in life, you know, with our emotions and with, you know, our past issues and finding that peace. You know, balance sometimes is just peace and harmony with something, right? So it's suggesting to let that go with the Six of Swords reversed when this new opportunity comes in and not to carry it into that. Does that make sense? So keep working. I'm guessing you need to lay down this burden, this resentment, this anger, because there's a lot of fire in here. And fire and that passion can also be really closely tied to anger and anger issues. And fire signs, you know, you have that tendency to do that. And I'm not picking on you. There's heavy fire in my chart as well. So I'm speaking from experience. Is we're so passionate sometimes, especially as human beings, that, you know, they say there's a fine line between love and hate, right? Or, right? But it doesn't have to be that way. You got to let that down and not carry that into your, because if this is your twin flame, you guys have been through plenty. But if you want it to work, or you want any life situation here on out to work, you're gonna have to let go of those resentments so that you don't project them onto others, or that pain or that hurt, you know, or that anger, because anger after a while turns into resentment, right? And then that's the toxicity and the poison that we put out into the universe, and we only keep attracting that back into our lives. So we just keep poisoning ourselves. So I know this was quite a long reading, Sag, but you know, you guys don't have to be so tough all the time. It's okay to feel those emotions. It doesn't make you weak. You know, it actually makes you courageous. So let go of some of those. Put those down so they don't cause health issues, you know? And there's not going to be an immediate way out of your hardship. You're going to have to face your emotions in this situation, especially if you were triggered by your twin, okay? Do the shadow work, journal, whatever that may be. I'm not here just to give advice, you know, but I'm just saying what kind of has helped with me on my journey and dealing with passive resentments. And most healers are, you know, and obviously if you're looking for some kind of guidance or answers, you wouldn't be here, right? So let's call a spade, basically, okay? So, I'm not saying you guys are spades. Let's not be the pot calling the kettle black. Does that apply? I don't know. Fuck it. Point is, let's just be honest with ourselves, right? That's the first step in all of this in our healing journey. So do the work right now, because this is on delay, and that's probably a reason from source. So you can do the work so you can grow, so that you guys can come back together as the best version of yourselves. Okay, Sag? Sorry about that. That was all over. But I hope you got something out of it. And if you did, leave a comment, you know, and if you resonate with this, I'd love to hear that. I'd really love to hear your story. I joke around a lot, but at the core of it, like, I really hope that you guys, everyone finds their true happiness and follows their bliss and can put down this emotional baggage that we've all been carrying from, you know, our past or whatever. So with that said, I will read for you again in March, coming soon. So hopefully you guys have a wonderful night, and thanks for letting me read for you guys. Okay. All right. Talk to you later. Bye.